Welcome back to another episode here at F-Line Garage, where I'm working on the M156 today. Because if you've watched this video, you'll know that I sold the Corvette, sold the Excursion, and I'm taking money and I am giving it to Weiss Tech and a few other awesome companies here to make this thing SCCA ready for time attack. If you watch this one too, you can see that I did row boxes. They're sitting nice and pretty there. I don't know if I noticed any difference, to be honest with you, but the deal was real. I got the LSD sitting right here. Well, that's going on soon. But today, we are installing a catch can. I feel like this is pretty necessary for this motor. And I got a 63 Motorsports one. Has all the fittings here, AN fittings, and perfect ones to fit into the back of the manifold as well as the PVC. So there's two ways we can go about this. The first one is to remove the intake, which gives us a lot more room behind the motor to be able to get that PVC out and kind of get my hands back there. The 10 bolts that do hold on, I think they're M8s by, I forget what, are one-time use only. So if you do end up having to pull the manifold, you need to put in new bolts. I got 10 waiting, ready to go, but I'm going to try first. I always try first. We're gonna take off the intake, take out the Y piece right in here, and see if we can get our hands back there and feed all this around. How hard can it be? Might not be hard, but it might be really close quarters. So let's give it a shot. How hard can it be? Now the first thing I'm going to do is we're just going to remove all this. Ever since I put in my nice motor mounts, these have never fit and lined up again. They're not cracked, but we're just going to get new ones. We're going to get the solid tube ones. So these just literally just pull and they come right out. Up here, I'm going to take off these caps, left and right, unplug your MAFs, just a clip on the bottom, and on this one, it's a clip up top. Just a clip up top, right? Yeah, come on. And then, I don't even know, this 1/4 inch drive. Just gonna back these off, back this off, and these just lift right out. So here, lift straight up and pull out. Easy peasy. Left, right. Okay, I mean, we're already halfway there. Now, this is considered the Y pipe. This gets clipped on. There's a oval tube back here that goes into the intake, and this sits on top by 2 clips on each side, right? So don't just yank, don't do anything. There's no bolts holding this. It's just 2 clips. It's very hard, and you have this vacuum line, so be careful of this vacuum line. That goes right there. Okay, so don't forget to put that back on. This one you can just pull. Hear that? Okay. Now the rest, you just kind of have to take this and get your hands back here. And this is why removing the intake may be necessary. We'll see. But my hands hardly fit. So let me fidget with this and I'll show you in just a second. So I got it out. I was able to get my hand right through here. There's that oval I was talking to you about. And here are the 2 clips that you can easily break if you're not careful. So we're just gonna stick that back here next to some Tonka trucks. And here is the PVC. This is what we're gonna be working with today. Yeah, it's tight. I may have to lay on top of this manifold. I'm going to really try everything in my power to not remove this. It's already working great, but just to give you guys an idea. So here's one of the bolts. The key is not to drop anything down here. Okay, I may stuff this with some shop rags, but I got to take that off. And down here is another one, okay? So let me see what I can do. Let me get a game plan here. Let me at least stuff this, because if you drop anything down there, your day is over. Probably your week or your month until you're pulling everything out to get what you dropped. So we don't want that. Let me go tape this up. All right, so I taped that up with just some red duct tape. And I told you I'd be laying on top of the manifold here. This is kind of the only way I can get down here. But again, I'm doing everything I can not to take off this intake manifold. It's not hard. It's just I don't want to do it. So I'm going to work on this T30 bolt holding the top of the intake, or the top of the PVC onto the intake. So I'm just going to take that off. Try to take it off the accordion tube that then goes to the bottom. That's on like a double clip. It's like a circle that then you have to double push in to snap it off. So that one is a pain, and that is why I had to, if you watch this video, I've already replaced this PVC once, and I had to take the intake off because I couldn't get my hand down there. Ended up having to cut off that accordion tube. So let's see what we can do here. Now that this is off and it's here, this attachment looks very much like this one. So this is going to go into the intake manifold, and then it's going to be routed to here. Then it's going to come out via here and swing around, and the PVC is going to connect into here. So we pretty much, this is like a manifold, and this is pretty much like the PVC. So we've mirrored what is going to go in between the PVC, and this just gets sandwiched in between to get rid of our oil vapors. I am also going to be using a thread sealant. This is a Permatex high temperature 59214, and that is going to go excuse me, on these threads here once I get it all mocked up. So I have to try to get this puck here, and it's sitting in an accordion type device right there. I'm going to try to turn this by applying some heat without breaking it. Hopefully we don't break it, then we for sure know we need to take that off. So I'm going to go get a little heat gun, try to rotate this connection to face out this way so that the cords can come out here, and I'm going to try to mount it somewhere in here. So instead of it pointing this way, I need to rotate it to run the cords, and then it'll be sitting nice and pretty without any strain on anything. So let me go work on turning this bad boy. Back sitting on top of the manifold again, laying down. I used my heat gun here, and let me show you. And I got the puck here to turn. Okay, so there's another vacuum line. So now this used to face this way and go into that cavity, but we're going to take that out, moved it this way, so now the lines can be run that way. So just wanted to show you where I'm at right now. Well, it was going great until I decided to drop a screw down there. I heard it hit the plastic splash pan down below, so I'm not too concerned. I'm in the process of jacking it up right now so that I can crawl underneath and grab it. So, simple project, kind of took a little bit longer. Otherwise, it would have been like a 15-minute project, but something has to go wrong. So, I'm just going to jack it up. Bear with me. All right, so I got this thing mounted right here. I think they were supposed to send me a second one, but I made it real tight. It's good. I put some thread locker on it, which are thread sealer. I told you about that one. That's sitting down there. And I just ran both these hoses. They don't look the best. I need to probably clean it up. But the point is, they're there. I had a hard time getting these locked down. So I ended up having to remove this one that goes from the PVC to the hose to cinch down, in essence, the collar here. So But really, it was just an easy install. If I didn't drop the bolt and have to drop everything, that lower pan, it probably would have been, instead of 15, probably a 30-minute job. So yeah, this, let's see, this comes out. I ran it backwards. Well, I don't like how I ran the tubes. What I'm getting at is it comes out of the intake, comes to the top, comes out the bottom, and then I have it wrapped. I twisted it when I undid it. Okay, so I'm anal and I'm gonna be fixing that. However, it is done. Now that it's up, we're gonna move on to some other Weiss Tech stuff. I'm gonna be sharing that in the next video, so stay tuned. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. It is winter here in Florida, but today's a warm one, and especially when you're sitting on top of that, it gets a little steamy. So we got a catch can installed. It's been on my list for probably 2 or 3 years now. I was gonna go with Weiss Tech. 63 Motorsports had an outstanding option. I've only seen great reviews of it. And super easy install. I didn't have to like piece together an eBay can with separate fittings and AN fitting. It just open up the box and install it. It was super easy. So shout out to them. I really, really appreciate the ease of install with that. So how hard can it be? It wasn't too hard. Easy peasy. So thank you for watching. I hope this motivates you to do it to yours. I'll put a link down below of where I got it. It's not an affiliate link. It's just so far a big shout out to 63 Motorsports. But stay tuned for our next video. I got some Weiss Tech goodies coming. Well, they're already here, and but it's gonna be fun. So stay tuned and like, subscribe, and watch out for my next one because you guys won't want to miss it. I'll catch you next time.